Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Lay. I'm a mother of two and we are a family of four on a financial journey of becoming completely debt-free, where we plan on paying off $29,000 in 12 months and taking you guys step by step and payment by payment along the way. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I really hope you enjoy this content and decide to stay. And if you're returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support as we navigate through this journey. In today's video, we are going to be doing our February monthly budget with me, where we show you guys our real income or anticipated income, our expenses, our savings, our debt updates, and just showing you what we have planned for the month and how we plan on navigating through it. In the past, I was using a budget with me. However, I decided for 2023, I just want everything in like a notebook so I can go ahead and take a look at years past, and I found this one at TJ Maxx that I really like. So this is actually not going to be a formatted budget with me. I'm just going to go ahead and write them down and kind of talk through our expenses, what we are anticipating on spending, and all the details. So for our February budget, as always, you guys, I do write at an angle. Once I'm done, I'll go ahead and turn us over. For income, we are anticipating on bringing in a total of $5,400. If you guys remember, in my last video, I talked about how we ended up missing some work. You guys, I tell you this, God works in mysterious ways, because like maybe 2 or 3 days later, then we were offered extra hours. So I'm like, okay, it's all gonna balance out. So I'm very fortunate for that. So I originally thought our budget was going to be on the tighter end, but it's actually going to end up being like $200 or $300 more than last month, or what we anticipated. And then we're also getting a bonus this month. So once that bonus comes in, I will do a separate budget on it. But oh my goodness, it just really shows how much things can switch at on a dime. So it is I'm really happy and I'm really excited that it ended up all working out. So for our bills and fixed expenses, I'll just go ahead and write that here. One thing I also like, you guys, about having this journal is that normally with most planners, there's sections that I don't use. And when I'm writing out, I can decide, what exactly I want to include or not to include, and ensure that I'm not using empty space. So for our very first expense, you guys, we have our mortgage. We are homeowners and our mortgage is $1,553. We have an HOA of where we live at, and we pay $60 a month for that. We have our cell phones, and we pay $135 for that. So on our cell phone plan, we have 2 cell phones and an Apple Watch. They're all paid off. So that's why I know a lot of people are like, that's a really expensive for your cell phone bill, but we also do have the Apple Watch on there as well. And then we have our internet, and that is $109. We have our electric. So with our electric, they normally do send us an email with the exact amount. At the time of me filming this, I have not gotten that email. I do anticipate it being lower. Last month, it was absolutely insane, you guys. It was almost $400. So I'm just going to budget $300, because after we got that bill, because we're billed a month behind, after we got that bill, we were really intentional about what lights we were leaving on, and making sure that we were turning off when it needed to be turned off, because that bill was absolutely insane. Then we have our car insurance, and we spend $118 on that. And then we have our car, so our Toyota. We spend $235 a month for that car payment. And then we have, you guys, all the credit cards. So we have, for the simplicity of this video, I'm just going to write them CC number 1, CC number 2. If you guys want an actual breakdown of each of the credit cards, you guys can definitely check out our January debt update. I have them all listed out, but I I don't feel like writing out all the merchants' names. So that is going to be $25 for this minimum payment. Then we have 65, 66, 70, and 88. And then we have three personal loans. So I'm going to write them PL number 2, PL number 3, and PL number 4. If you guys watched our debt payoff update video, you know that we ended up paying off a personal loan in full. So we started off with 4 and now we are down to 3. But I'm still labeling them 2, 3, 4. Again, if you guys want all the details of all of them, I will have it in my last video. And so those minimum payments are $89, $101, and $211. So that is going to bring our total to $3,290, and it's going to leave us a remaining $2,110 to work with. So it's kind of, I get a lot of questions on when I write out my bills and fixed expenses, does ever seeing our debt payments kind of bring me down? And I think you can definitely look at it that way, but you can also look at it a way to motivate you. And that is how I'm choosing to look at it. Like, yes, half of our expenses are technically debt payments, but I also look at it as a way of, no, like, use it to motivate you, use it to pay things off quicker. So then you can see, okay, without all these payments, this is how much extra we would have. And so I definitely am a firm believer of your mind processing and thinking positively can change the way you view things. And so that is how I'm just looking to view it. So next we have our variable expenses. And for our variable expenses, we have gas, groceries, eat out, and household. Okay, let's talk about it. So normally we are a cash envelope user family. So what that means is that we use physical cash for our variable expenses. We love being a cash envelope system user family because you can't spend what you don't have. And it also helps you really realize what you're spending and if it makes sense to spend that. So if I look at my eating out budget and I have $30 left, I'm really thinking to myself, Lay, do you need to go get X, Y, and Z, or do you want to save it for later? So just having and physically seeing what you have left has definitely helped us eliminate impulse purchasing. Our word for the year is being intentional. And so we're really trying to have that be the focus of every single category of our lives. And especially with our spending, because we realize our income is going to be the number one way for us to get out of debt. So for gas, we are budgeting $300 for the month. Groceries, we are budgeting $500. We are a family of 4, so it's my husband, myself, and we have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. For our eating out, we are budgeting $160 for the month. And for our household, we are budgeting $200. If you are new to our channel, our household budget consists of 4 categories in one. So we have our son, our daughter, our dogs, we have 2 rescues, and then our household essentials. So I break it down into a $50 budget each week, and I just purchase for that person or category. And what I do is I will just go ahead and stock up for that person, even if they may not need it that week, and I'll just set it aside. And so I know they're like, the dogs are going to need dog food. My son's going to need diapers. So whenever they do need it, it's just readily available. And that way it does help me stay in budget as well. So the total for our variable expenses for the month is going to be $1,160. And we are going to have a remaining $950. So whenever we have our remaining, we really have to take a deeper look into our budget. For us, our main focus for 2023 is paying off debt. So that is going to be the very first thing that I'm going to go ahead and write down. So we have debt snowball. And we are going to be putting a minimum of $800 to it this month. Like I mentioned, we are anticipating on getting a bonus this month. And what I do, you guys, is anything extra we have from the week, I also put it into the snowball. So we know minimally we're going to be putting $800 to it. And then we're going to have a remaining $150. And then that $150 we are going to go ahead and put into our emergency fund. Like I mentioned, you guys, we do have a pretty big goal of paying off over $29,000 in 12 months. But that also means that if that's our main focus, we also have to take into account that life is not going to stop for us because we decided to get our lives together. So it's really important for us to set aside money for our emergency fund in the event that something does happen. That is where, our goal is, and to just slowly keep adding to it until we're to a comfortable amount, and then we can completely stop. I don't anticipate us on completely stopping. I'm sure we'll continue to add $50, $100, $150, whatever the budget allows for that. So let's do a monthly recap. So we are anticipating on bringing in $5,400 for all of our bills and fixed expenses. It's going to come out to $3,290, leaving us a remaining $2,110. For our variable expenses, we have gas at $300, groceries at $500, eating out $160, and household at $200. Totaling $1,160, leaving us remaining $950. Again, you guys, our main focus for 2023 is paying off debt. So we're going to put $800 towards debt. And then we're left with $150, and we're going to throw that $150 into our emergency fund. So that is going to be our February budget with me. I really hope you guys enjoy this content, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you're not already. As always, if you guys are on a financial journey as well, please let me know in the comments. I love support you and your channel. And also, if you guys are interested in following us on other social medias, you guys can always follow us on Instagram at Motherhood and Finances. That is more of like my day-to-day, life-to-life balancing, more motherhood content, as where the YouTube is definitely more finance. But I would definitely love to see you guys and connect with you guys. But that's going to be it for this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.